Greetings and salutations. My name is Mobile Task Force Agent Kale Katarn, also known to some as Cole 4.0. Today, we're going to take a look at the top 5 most interesting SCPs. Now, this is just coming from my personal opinion and my personal experience here at the Foundation. I'm not telling you how to think, I'm not telling you how to feel, not the Ethics Committee. Now with that in mind, I'd like you to go ahead and take out some pencils and paper and begin taking notes on these SCPs. More than likely you'll be stationed at a site where you're guarding one of these SCPs at the very least. Number 5. SCP-610, The Flesh That Hates. Object Classification, Keter. SCP-610 is a parasitic life form that infects a host mainly through physical contact. Once infected, there is no cure or vaccine to fight off 610. SCP-610 is made completely of biomatter, human and inhuman. SCP-610 has infected numerous species of animals and continues to infect any suitable host life form. Due to SCP-610's nature and infection rate, I don't have to tell you why it's labeled as a Keter. If you come in contact with any instance of 610, alert the Foundation immediately and evacuate the area. Do not stick around. It's not pretty. Trust me. Number 4. SCP-3000, Anantasesha. Object Classification, Thaumiel. Now don't worry, I have 05 permission to inform you all of this SCP with limited details. SCP-3000 is an anomalous eel currently observed/contained in the area of the Bay of Bengal. It is a cognitive hazard. By simply looking at SCP-3000, you begin to feel the effects of it. Dizziness, incoherent thoughts, irrational behavior, paranoia. It's even been shown to have amnestic capabilities. Now, more than likely, none of you will encounter this SCP, but if it ever decides to breach containment, we'd all know it. The full length is unknown, but current estimations put it roughly to 600 to 800 kilometers in length. Not nearly the size of SCP-169, but that's a topic for a different day. With that being said, let's continue on. Number 3. SCP-3008, The Infinite IKEA. Object Classification, Euclid. Everyone's had their fair share of jokes about how big IKEA is and how people get lost. Well, for some people, it's a reality. Walking into this IKEA is easy enough, but once inside it, it's nearly impossible to leave. It's also full of instances of SCP-3008-2, otherwise known as the Staff. They're misshapen and dressed like regular staff seen at an IKEA. However, they also have featureless faces and become extremely hostile. The only time they are hostile, however, is during the closing hours of the store. However, during regular store hours, the staff remain docile and inactive. During your stay in the store, you will find that there is replenishing food and medical equipment. It replenishes every few days, so you wouldn't starve if you were trapped in there and could treat some minor wounds. Some people who do get lost inside of the IKEA, however, have escaped, but not many survive very long afterwards. Most are followed by the staff and thusly killed before Foundation personnel could intervene. I'll never forget those screams. Those terrible, bone-chilling screams. Number 2. SCP-2662, Cthulhu. Object Classification, Keter. We've all heard of the mythical being known as Cthulhu. He's real, but not exactly as depicted. SCP-2662 is fairly docile and prefers solitude, something of which I can relate to. Site faces constant issues with breaches due to SCP-2662's fanatical followers and worshippers. They continue this despite SCP-2662 stating that they, quote, need to read a Bible. It's pretty ironic that their god has to tell them that they need Jesus. Lethal force has been allowed if those breaching the facility become overly hostile towards Foundation staff or SCP-2662. This SCP of itself, in my personal opinion, is safer, but due to its fanatical worshippers and followers, it has a Keter. Number 1. SCP-3199. Humans refuted. Object classification, Keter. This SCP deserves every bit of that Keter classification. Fast and deadly, these monstrosities are dangerous alone, and damn near unstoppable in groups. They have no use for breeding as they constantly carry an egg inside them at all times, which, if they happen to need to breed, they will use these eggs and fill an entire space with as many of them as possible. Heat also increases the birth rate of these vile things, so we can't exactly get rid of them as easily as I'd like to. First encounter with those things left many good Foundation operatives dead. If you're ever assigned to guard any instances, or worse, several instances of SCP-3199, may whatever god you believe in have mercy on you. SCP-3199 is and always will be one of the few SCPs that deserves to be erased from existence. Well, that's it. That's my top 5 most interesting SCPs. Until next time, remember that this job isn't that bad. There's always a reason to smile. Stay safe, and you are dismissed.